Where do I go to speak with the mayor? Do I have a license in real life? Of course not. Look at me.
Oh, hey, Mari.
Who?
No, Mari. Never mind. Oh, good.
Oh, one more.
Does my mayor have a gun?
I wish you could see, like, I have my friend Ivan, a close friend of mine here. He also.
And I'm looking at your gun non-stop right now. I'm sorry, I'm staring. Respectfully staring.
Yeah, it's 1911.
Yep, I want one
He's a
too.
respected sanitation worker, but you know, like, so he can actually work at sanitation without being robbed every 30 minutes. We actually have to fucking have a car basically tailing his sanitation truck so the man can work in peace because the police doesn't respond to shit.
It's more dangerous to do civilians job than to do crime.
There's Captain Slacks right behind you. Would
Holy
you like to
shit.
raise an issue?
Oh wow, an
damn.
endangered species.
Oh my God, police! I haven't seen them in ages.
So, what was your issue, sir? If you could
Wait,
say
we
it
have
again for
police?
the audience.
Sure, it is inherently more dangerous to be a law-abiding citizen nowadays than to be a criminal.
Why is
want
that?
to
I don't mean to interrupt y'all. I do have a question though. We got reports of a weapon being drawn here, as well as somebody in handcuffs. Does anybody know anything about that?
I haven't seen anything like
no.
that.
Nobody knows anything about
I mean, there was a guy in handcuffs.
Where is Cletus? Because he called that in him.
What?
Who?
What?
Well, where did Cornwood go?
How can he see anything? Oh, never mind. I'm not.
Cornwood was up there. I don't know where he went though.
All right, let's.
We're gonna make our way up there then here.
All right.
He's
He's
behind.
here.
He's right behind you.
So what was
behind
that?
us.
What JJ? What was that about?
Same with
80%
the
of your
handcuff
311s
guy.
at this time
He's
not being
also
answered?
Behind you.
Yeah, I never get answers from my 311s, ever.
Damn. Okay.
So like, and I'm not gonna say
The
ever because it's a
hang-up
lie.
guy's
I'd say like
outside.
70-80% of the time don't get answered.
Okay.
It's right there.
It's unlikely to get help from the police at
Handcuff guy.
a lot of times.
Well, look, I'm glad you guys have taken it into your own hands because that's literally what you guys have to do. I'm proud of you. I am a big supporter of, look out for number one. If this is your guys' idea to keep your guys' yourself safe because the police can't, then more power to you, dog.
Yeah. So I hope that weapons licenses can come soon.
Oh my God! Where's the wet sun on the
They
floor?
will be coming after the most recent, the upcoming council meeting, which is going to be in roughly 12 hours. I'm probably going to meet for about 4 hours, which is usually the time length. And then after that, I'm going to probably speak with Chief Justice Crane about finalizing the actual process. I can give you guys a little heads up. They're going to be expensive.
I expect that.
I'm gonna fight for 20,000. Right now, it's listed at 25,000.
Take my money right now.
Wait, hold on. It's expensive. That's
I don't even
expensive.
have
Alright,
that
chill.
much money. I have like
For
200
what?
bucks.
For license?
I know everybody can sell circuit boards, Simon.
How
Chill.
much are the guns though?
The guns are cheap. They're $750. The ammo is what is expensive. We can see about. So what was happening is people were abducting police officers, taking their gun, and then going to ammunition because there was no license required to purchase ammunition. They would purchase Glock ammo, which they could use to essentially shoot that gun in perpetuity if they wanted, right?
Wow.
So the state responded by way of making the ammunition. I think it's 2,000 for 30 shots, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
So,
lot.
but
That's good.
I'm gonna at this next council meeting, in tandem with making civilian gun licenses available, I will be pushing to have the price lowered back to what it was before
Good for
the
you.
epidemic.
You should be proud.
That's really good.
I'd say crank them prices as high as you can.
Shut up, Zon.
No.
These
what?
motherfuckers are already rich. These guys have been working their
Zon.
whole life.
Zon.
If they're not a felon, they have a lot of money. I'd say fuck
Yeah.
it, bro. Milk them. Milk them.
The state
Zon,
doesn't
you're a
need
fucking
help.
op,
That's the
man.
thing.
Why are you an op?
I'm gonna go
That
check the
was
state
the
account
next
right
people
now
and
and
fuck
tell you guys a little something
Alright.
about the state
Yo,
account.
I
Right
yo,
now.
love
quadruple that
transparency,
shit.
Max.
Maximize the fucking thing.
The first
Zon,
time I
why
can
are you
actually
being an
talk
op?
to a
What do you mean?
You're being an op.
I'm not being an
You're being an
not
op.
being an op.
You
You're
might as
being
well.
an op.
You're
you know
being
what?
up.
You're
Yeah.
an
You're
op.
being a
Shut up, Saki. I didn't say anything about the gun prices. I don't give a fuck about the gun prices. I'm
Okay,
here
then
about
what
the
the fu-
buns, okay? I'm here
What
about the
about the
fucking buns.
Are you gonna give us
What
more money?
ones are you on about?
Dude,
Yeah.
3 buns,
state account
2 patties is too much.
Right now
Hold on.
has
Hi, I'm about to, I gotta go off.
$36 million in it. $36
Ginger, how are
million.
you?
And when I
Sorry to
became
interrupt.
mayor,
I just
it
wanted
was,
to say hi.
When I
Happy
became
good.
mayor
I
1
think you
month
look
ago,
beautiful today.
that number was
Thank
8
you. You don't think I look 40, do you?
Holy shit.
Who said that?
36
Whoever said that
million?
needs to get
Tell
punched
me
in the
why I
face.
have a treasurer
Oh,
telling me that
okay,
the
I'll tell her
trend
she needs her
neutral
eyes checked
when the
next
state
time.
Yeah, she
account
needs
has
to get her
gone up
fucking eyes checked is what she needs to do.
400%
Thank you.
after tax
You look
cuts,
lovely.
after
thank you.
incorporating every
This is my
single
non-crime
government
outfit.
It's
check
cute.
into
Oh, thank you.
the
Like your
fucking
street
state
style.
account, and
Oh,
who
hell
the
yeah.
state account pays out every government check, every cop, every lawyer, every judge.
I'm here on
every
business.
every
This guy.
doctor,
Okay.
every
Making
EMS.
One day
Yo,
we should both
give
get
the buns
wait,
more
listen,
money,
if you get a
please.
motorcycle,
Yeah.
let's go riding
like,
together.
You know what
I
you
would
do
love
with that? Here's what you
Me
do.
too.
Cut PD checks.
Yes.
Cut group 6 checks.
Yup.
Yes.
Yup.
Give that
Increase
shit.
annual buns workers pay.
Yes. Yes.
Power to the
so it feels
people.
to be a millionaire.
Fuck the police.
That definitely makes sense.
We Senior Buns is a dangerous place.
Speaking about the buns, I
Fuck
have
senior
something to
buns, oh
say.
God.
Is that you, Ginger?
It is.
Yeah, what up, Ginger?
Hey, 3 buns, 2 patties is too much for 1 burger. All right, two buns, 1 patty. There's no reason for this.
Wait.
This is out of control.
What?
It's out of control. 3
Yeah, this
buns,
recipe is insane.
1 and 2 patties is too much. It's
Change
crazy.
the recipe.
There's
What,
4
it's
buns
like-
that can be made
Fix
at
your
one
country,
time.
Max.
Hey, shut
Fix
the
your
fuck up!
fucking
I'm
country.
talking here.
Let the lady
Whoa,
speak.
whoa, whoa.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
so
you.
it's 3 buns, two
2 patties. It's crazy. So say you have 15 people
That's too much
waiting
meat.
for the. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
It's too much fucking.
There's only 4 buns that can be made at a time. Why? Why would you have 3 buns, 2 patties? It doesn't make sense. So if you can only make 4 buns at a time, you have a line out the door, hungry customers. They're like, oh, fuck this. I'm just gonna leave and never come back. And then no one wants to go to the buns. And you're already making
do you-
shit money.
Are you still working out the buns?
Listen, what I do in my free time is nothing to do with you.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm just wondering. I'm not like accusing
Listen,
you.
if I have
we
2
work
ops
together.
sitting
We
there,
work
listen,
together.
listen, if I have 2 ops right there, you can't be asking me what I do in my free time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay,
you gotta
I'm sorry.
understand.
I'm
Listen,
sorry.
I thought
Look,
you were cool.
You could have just said yes, Ginger.
No, because it's a lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I appreciate your
Maybe
honesty.
if you don't believe me.
I hate
Yeah.
the surface world.
So, what you want me to amend their recipe?
Yes.
Is that what? You,
Please and thank you.
I'll,
Two-
I'll
It
make
could
a
be
note.
2-2.
Amend the
It would be
recipe.
really good, even 2-2. Like, it just 3 is crazy when you can only do 4 buns at a time. It's overkill. It's crazy.
Bigger grill.
A bigger grill could work, but it's like too much. It's too much already when you only have 3
Just
people
too much
working
money.
there.
Just change the recipe.
It's not even too
I
much money.
think-
It's just too much. It's too much for the workers.
No,
They're
I said
overwhelmed.
it's too much for the grill. New grill.
Do you work at the
It-
buns? Do you work at the buns?
Yeah, of course I work at the
How
buns.
often? How many hours you got?
Hold on, guys.
Because I got
150
15,000
stars.
hours at the buns. Okay, and I can tell you right now, bigger
15,000
grills is not
hours.
going to help
Damn, you
anything.
don't
All right?
pay.
I
was
lost
on
my
my
mind at the
I was
buns.
on your
in the
side.
court.
I have 5 hours of
Order
Bunky
in the
Town
court.
on
Order in the
repeat.
court.
Okay,
Hold
ready to go.
on. Hold on, guys. Relax. Okay, we're all allies here. Okay, we're all in this struggle together. I worked at Senior Buns. You
Yes.
worked at Senior Buns. Ginger
Yes.
worked at Senior Buns.
Yes.
All of us have worked at Senior Buns.
I robbed the Senor buns.
Zakid
Yeah,
has
Zakid
robbed the
has
Senior
robbed the
Buns.
Senior Buns.
2 robberies in his record. Yes, Your Honor. He does.
So, I will speak to the most qualified chefs in the land to ensure that their shitty rip-off Big Mac recipe gets amended.
Thank you.
On that, I swear.
Thank you.
2
Woo!
turns. Give him another
I'm
turn.
voting for your
That's
wife
my
for
mayor.
next mayor.
That is my mayor.
That's my man.
Okay, do you have any other concerns, Ginger, perhaps?
Well, the pay is awful at the buns, and nobody wants to work
True.
there because they get robbed all the time.
Yeah.
I don't really work there anymore, for those reasons anyway. So
Yeah.
We need a pneumatic tube
But-
that sends the pay slips right to the bank.
I went there
Yeah.
today, and it's like
It was probably done.
Yeah, it's like 3 people every time I go there. Max
people there
working. Yeah, well, because I ran out. I said there's a meeting at City Hall. I'm gonna go make sure this gets amended about the buns recipe. And then my coworker went, "Thank you," because it's too much. It's too much work. And I said, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm not gonna let this happen. I'm not gonna let it slide.
Thank you for your service.
I do what I gotta do. You know, I work really hard for this country.
Do we have any additional requests, concerns from any
Sorry
of the?
to interrupt really quickly. Officer Frost
Sure.
from the LSPD here. I just wanted to check, was anyone brandishing a firearm out here?
Yeah, me. I just told you.
It's a kid, you don't have a firearms license. You were not brandishing a
I sidearmed it. I pointed that shit sideways like a gangster and told Bournemouth to shut up.
Was this a kid?
Oh, wait, hold on. I had my gun out. Is that what you
Yeah.
did?
Your gun out?
Yeah. Calls of
Yeah.
It was not brandishing.
Oh, yeah.
Shit,
was
okay,
not
they was
menacing.
debating on me.
Well,
That's all good.
Look,
Just wanted to check.
Yeah, of course, Frost. Look, it's been rough here, man. Last night, a guy was kidnapped from City Hall by Vingle Dan. He drove a car through the front door, kidnapped him. People called that shit in on 311, 911. He was driven all the way to Sandy Shores. He had his arm chopped off. He has one arm now, left bleeding in a pool. And guess what? Bless their souls. Duncan Fenwell and some other guy showed up. It might have been you, Frost.
It was
Some
me,
other-
Yeah, Frost. You too. You too.
I
What
was-
what did you tell me, Frost, when I asked you? How many cops you got on patrol right now? What number?
Just-
What number did you say?
Not enough,
Just
Your
the-
Honor.
No, yeah, exactly.
I volunteered to be a police officer.
I
You're a
agree. I
felon,
think
you can't be a
I think
cop.
he should be a police
I
officer.
tried. Okay, I tried to do my piece.
The answer was 2. Okay. And my wife and I got there before the police did. And it had been called in for quite a long time. And he suffered in a pool of blood. It was terrible.
How
I
come
forgot why
whenever I'm
justice-
not committing crime, there's 16,000 police officers awake?
Well, it's just bad luck.
I just want to know.
It
Pretty
was
good
bad
at
luck.
doing crime.
Maybe there should be a better
scheduling.
scheduling.
Excusez-moi.
We need more officers on the street. That is.
Yeah. Long story short, and I agree with you, and I want to help you guys make that happen. Okay. At the end of the day, that's what I want. In the meanwhile, I have been assuring people that they should be protecting themselves
I said
because
not
that they
committing
shouldn't
crime.
have to
I
roll
said
over
not
for roving fucking Mad Max gangs that are making it impossible for them to work a job as essential as sanitation to provide the parts that we need to fix our fucking cars to get across this entire fucking island. They are scared to go to work. They're scared to go to work.
I'm scared.
I gotta think about mechanics.
Mr.
What,
Mayor, with that being
JJ,
said,
hold on, JJ. What was your solution so that you could do your job?
Like have like an escort of your own people. Like
You have,
there's
yeah. You have. They have
we
to have
literally
a. Are you having to give them a cut of your money to allow them to be able to justify literally protecting
Yes.
you like a mercenary group in the streets?
We
Yeah,
literally have
we
to
have
have an
PMCs
escort
out here,
of
yeah.
friends.
I've seen like a
Yeah,
blacked
have
out van
PMCs
that
out here,
escort
man.
you guys. It's crazy.
It's the Wild West. There are people. It's literally the fucking Wild West. They're having to surround themselves with wagons to make sure that the so they don't get riddled full of arrows out the street, man. It's fucked. It's fucked. And that's why tomorrow, every single one of you who's got $20,000, you can buy yourself a gun to do the job that hasn't been done for you.
Can I buy a gun?
Yeah.
I'll buy you
Not
again. Don't worry about it.
if
Sakita
you're not
got
a
you.
felon, if you're not a felon, you can buy a gun. Yeah,
Mr. Mayor,
How
can I ask
about
a
we put
question?
in a
yeah.
legislation?
What up, Xavier?
So, with that being changed and now getting weapons licenses, is there any hope that the council will revisit castle doctrine and defending your business, defending your home, maybe amending the stand your ground law?
So Michael Simone, in his brilliance, drafted up the EGO Act. This protects people who are trying to do their job and they're getting harassed by psychopaths who decide to roll up at, for example, Mosley's.
Salim.
Yeah, Salim is a prime example of that. Stand your ground is touchy. Okay, I've had discussions about it with Alan Crane
JDS,
multiple times, with
he's
my wife, who
social
is a
sector.
long-standing ex-judge, with, I don't think you, Xavier, about stand your ground. But it's always a question because at the end of the day, any one of you could get charged for defending yourselves, okay? Even if you somehow manage to shoot your way
That's crazy.
out of a robbery, and you come out on top, even though there were people with guns trying to take your shit or take your life, if someone wanted to, they could articulate that, hey, you know what you could have done? You could have just sat there and surrendered, or you could have tried to escape out the back door, even though they've got guns on you, or they've got
That's
guys with knives, they're going to
crazy.
chase you down.
Ask
Right
them
now,
why
as it
they did
stands,
not rob you.
castle doctrine, it doesn't exist, right, Bev? It's not
Castle doctrine is not in the legislation at all. It is only to protect your life or the associates of your associates within your vicinity, their lives, but not property in any way, shape, or form.
That's right.
Correct.
So in a struggling economy
How
where you
bad
cannot
does it
even
say
work your
wives-
job safely,
wives not
you are not
protected?
protected by the law to do what you can do to ensure that you are able to live a life that allows you to make money.
You'll
You
get
can-
my sarcasm
Group 6
sometimes,
workers
so
have
it'd
to
be really
beg
annoying.
for police support at the vault because they don't have guns to protect themselves from these fucking monsters that are just rolling up on them day in, day out, getting stabbed out behind Bay City Vault. The fucking sanitation workers, it's an epidemic.
Imagine trying to defend yourself with a butter knife against a fucking like laser sight gun. It's crazy.
Man, it's fucked. It's all fucked, and
I can't believe I made it long enough to get a gun license without getting a
person
felony.
who is in power
Yeah,
right
fucking
now.
fight him.
I
Fucking
did
beat
not
his
know
ass.
that. I did not deserve this.
The Council of Eight has been extremely harmonious on a very important decisions. Everyone who is on it currently is willing to listen to reason, who is willing to do whatever it takes to come to an agreement on some of the most difficult decisions that this city has ever had to face. When I ran these streets 10 years ago, there wasn't a mayor's office. There wasn't a Council of Eight. There weren't people who were interested in making sure that you guys didn't have a shit fucking lot out there on the street. And believe it or not, while these police officers might not be able to protect you at your job, they are trying. They are trying to build something from nothing, and it is hard. So give them some time, some patience, and allow us to be able to work together in a way to make that happen. And I promise you, it will happen by the time I am no longer mayor. That is on Jesus Christ.
All right.
Amen.
One more thing, Max, and before I go in regards to the weapons licenses.
Sure.
Since for example, like my job relies heavily on security and transporting large quantities of cash, so it's pretty high risk job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do you think that, for example, like someone that has a clearance like me that has been working there for a long time could have like a discount on the weapons license? Like, for example, like 25% off or something like that. Like if I can show the clearance or whatever.
So what level clearance do you have?
I have level 3, so it's like the highest one.
So that requires dedication, and it requires that you are no longer a felon, courtesy of the Council of Eight last meeting. I love that idea, and I will suggest it at the next council. It should be as simple. It should be as simple as showcasing your ID and then the badge to the person, the clerk or the judge that will eventually issue these licenses, and then you should be able to get a discount. That is a brilliant idea.
Beautiful. I appreciate
Bring
that.
max tax. But if you have a stolen level 3 clearance badge, can you then get a discount?
It has your name on it. It has your name on it, so not really possible.
You just need to get an ID then.
Yeah, so if
So
I
get
have his
the
ID and
the
his badge, can I
Smart,
perhaps
yeah.
get a
This is
license
good
then?
idea.
Well, then you just pay the ID. Then you just pay the license for me. If you do that.
I don't have yours, but I'm just saying, like.
But somebody's you're stolen from, like they're gonna give license to him and not to you because they're reading his ID, you know.
That plan doesn't really work out for you as a kid.
Well, yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we get a badge and everything, so you can actually present it. So.
Yeah, I've seen the badge, so I'm stoked on that. Do any other fine citizens have any inquiries or questions, perhaps?
That is it for me. Thank you so much, Mayor. Thanks so much for being around early.
Thank you, Joaquin.
Renting a car is freaking way too expensive, and I have to pay $600 a day, and it's making me want to commit a crime.
Mayor deserves some food.
Well, did you guys? Thank you very much for the food. Did you guys know?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
How much does a lockpick cost on the streets?
$4,500.
I like where you're going with
today.
this.
$1,500.
1,500.
1,500.
1,500, yeah.
Do you guys know what the charge for joyriding is?
How much?
$200.
$750.
That's 7.
I don't know.
It is $240.
Damn, less than a red light ticket.
Hold on. Ginger, how much did you say it costs to rent a car per day?
$600.
Okay, so these
Are you
lockpicks.
recommending, Mayor, that I pay $2,000 for a lockpick and get a joyriding charge over paying
1.5. 1.5. 1.5
Yeah.
for the lockpick.
Yeah.
So in 3 days, it'll take you 1,800. renting.
Multiple uses per lockpick. It's like
Lockpicks are very fragile nowadays.
How many uses do you get for the lockpick?
at least 3.
Twice or 3 times.
Okay, 3 times. So let's assume for a moment that the lockpick is $1,500 and you are allegedly using it to steal a car. Okay,
Allegedly.
There's the chance exists that you don't get caught.
Yeah.
Okay, and you get to drive this stolen car for a full day.
For one tsunami. Once the tsunami comes, that car is getting washed away. If you rent a car, you get it for 24 hours. I'm not saying that renting a car is bad. I'm saying that being able to save up to own a car, if you work at the Buns, 1 hour is $800, then renting a car is like nearly 1 hour of work if you're getting the cheapest car.
And there's no cheap cars ever.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of
they're out of stock all the time.
It's like
I have to buy a
$30,000.
$40,000 baller instead of like a $6,000 Seminole.
So I'm lucky enough to be able to get on the train, but a lot of people are not as lucky as me, and so they're trying to get an $8,000 car. They can't. They got to save up now for a $40,000-$50,000 car. It's not. It's not even reasonable.
Sorry.
This is why Zakid is where he's at in his life.
This is why I'm
so
at where
horrible.
I'm at. I am forced to rob people to make it.
I worked on a program early on that was presented a bit half-baked at the first council meeting that was essentially going to empower a very, very keen businessman who had purchased a bit of property in Los Santos to run a rent-to-own program. Okay, so instead of having to what's it called? Throwing in a house with 15 people, and worry about your shit getting taken by one of the 15 people who has access to your house. What this guy was going to do essentially was to charge you rent that you would eventually be able to own the house. Obviously, you're paying a bit of a premium, but the difference is you are not having to pay $300,000 in one purchase. You're paying $20,000 a week in order to own a house. And unfortunately, the other council members did not seem to agree with that particular thing. They were worried about a monopoly. They were worried about all sorts of stuff. It was terrible. Terrible. So I understand the rental problem quite a bit. Ma'am with the beautiful afro.
I feel like housing assistance needs to be a thing because just piggybacking off of what I don't know your name, I'm sorry, what she just said over there, it is true. Not a lot of people have the opportunity to, make as much money as others because of situations, of course. And when trying to go and obtain a house, they are not able to if they don't have the luxury of, a nice first class ticket. You know what I mean? So, and the housing market is very expensive.
I don't think there's a house under 200,000 right now.
My wife and I got a trailer for 100,000.
Yep, that's a trailer. I'm gonna get it.
I recommend the trailer, boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a trailer man.
Let's build a trailer park.
It's not bad.
You're good.
There's
one house in Sandy left, and it's 100. Like 20.
Even if there's like a loans department or something,
Hey,
so
if anybody buys that, I'm beheading you, by the way. That's
viable, it would be very, very helpful
Section
for
8.
a lot of people
larger
who don't have
something.
the same kind of financial opportunities as maybe
Section 8,
you or I might.
Mm-hmm.
I have $1,000. A state-backed loan company will probably never happen, but that doesn't mean that somebody couldn't develop a private loan company.
Yeah, private loan company is a go. State-run loan company. It was such a disaster before the governmental collapse that it completely obliterated the economy.
You're giving me PTSD just bringing it up.
I do remember Kevin.
Marlo was whipping it. No, not even Kevin Rao. You should see what Marlo was whipping. That guy had about 19 Lamborghinis.
I know,
bro.
he was telling me about those earlier today,
Elon
actually.
Musk.
Yep.
Maybe not state-owned, but maybe business licensed, so that people wouldn't feel like they're just not having some kind of backing from the government, like, hey, I'm an official company. Maybe not. Just like any other company might be. Just because the government gives you a license doesn't mean that you're not going to commit a crime, That's
right. I will say that the business licenses are going to be for people who are clean.
Of course.
One of the perks of having a business license is that you will have a shared business account.
Yeah.
That everyone who has access to will also have to be clean. They're cracking. There was a lot of loopholes before the collapse that have been sealed carefully. I am looking forward to issuing business licenses soon. I am collecting ideas that I need to go over soon. Admittedly, I haven't. Some of them are very extensive. A lot of people have a lot of great ideas that, unfortunately, by virtue of a lack of manpower, just can't happen. As much as I would love to see, I don't know. For example, some guy wanted to be able to run a destruction derby with a new rental spot out in the northeastern part of the island. Like there's like a dirt track out there or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been tight, but you know, I can't. It can't happen like that. So right now, unfortunately, I'm having to tell people, hey, we don't have the means to give you what you need to run that cool fucking business that you had 5 years ago. It just doesn't exist the way that it does.
Yeah, exactly. I think the major thing is like maybe could you make it so that it's not $600 to $1,500 per day for a rental, or you could ask them, you know, maybe it's a little expensive when there's hardly any cars to be able to buy from. And I know that people are very concerned about new legislation when it comes to selling privately with their cars if there are strikes on them. Now it gives people a double fear.
But it's not only that; it's also.
Well, did you hear about the new legislation?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Also, the with the restocks, you know, maybe I don't suppose you. No, not only that. It's you know, it's normally in the latest. You know, it's normally later. It's normally the later, you know, tsunami that gets the cars, right? And then when, you know, people like me who wake up in this one, you can't wake up in the other one, and you go to get a car, and you're like, oh, they're all gone. Somebody's just, they were all gone. Like every single car that was there was gone, like by the next day.
There's
so
a lot of issues.
Like splitting them or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on 1 sec. There's cops out here that I need to see if we're still here.
Oh.
You're going down, Zakid.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, bro, every car.
Yep.
I wanted the gauntlet. I was fucking hella happy. Woke up, gone. I was like, what the fuck?
I just want a
just
damn
get
scooter,
one
bro.
car,
It
I
didn't have to be a
wouldn't
car.
even
Give me a
For
scooter.
promise.
I want a BMX.
I'm paying
What,
$600 a day. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
It's just
$4,000 a
it's
week.
shit.
Imagine that, you know,
It's
a
really
month.
loud.
Oh.
You know, try to tickle me,
so. Standing over there for
Apologies.
I think they were just listening, or were they trying to talk back?
Get that your gun licenses tomorrow, bro. Now I'm a fucking
I'm
criminal.
gonna be honest.
I'm not.
You're
Just
about
a
to be.
civilian.
Calling the cops right now.
Oh, you're not.
I'm looking forward to getting hit with a stray and getting a nice lawsuit, bro. That's all I care about. You get some go-getter G6 guy starts blasting, hits me across the street.
Anyone see where those? Oh. Wait, who said sup to me?
Hey, hi.
Oh, Tech. Hey, what's good?
Not much.
Okay. Let's get a line going because I feel like we got a bit disorderly. Unless, does anyone have any specific concerns right now that I could possibly address?
No, I got
Sir in the blue.
Concern, but...
Yeah, we can talk about this.
I'm gonna make this pretty quick because I'm sure everybody wants to say some stuff, but I'm not sure if this is Andrew.
Andrew what?
Andrew Fritz.
FRITZ?
Yes, sir.
Alright, what is your concern?
Okay, so I'm not sure if you've already addressed this yet. I just got here, but it's kind of about crime in the city, right?
Sure.
I know you've been talking about like police and stuff, and I read some of the stuff about your campaign and talked to people and stuff. But just as a question, right? Out of the people who are here, raise your hand if you've been stabbed, assaulted, held at gunpoint, held at knife point, all right, hit with a wrench. Okay, now lower your hand if the person.
Wait, hold on. Raise your hands again. I would like to see that.
I'm just not going to admit to it.
So, yeah, so I'm one. Right.
Have you been
never got lacking.
Assaulted or shot or held at gunpoint?
Can't catch me lacking. I'll dodge it.
Like stabbed at Senior Buns type shit, right?
Listen, I'm not going to admit to anything.
Never.
Nothing's going on record.
You can't catch me. Too fast.
Okay. Allegedly. How about that?
Oh, allegedly, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what's the point you're trying to make?
Okay, now put your hand down if the police department has caught the person who did these things to you.
Oh, I would never go to the ops. Fuck them.
Yeah, We on a big strict no snitching law out here, bro.
Yeah, no way. I take care of my own business. I don't need dogs.
We ride out, bro. We ride out on them. You know what I'm saying? Said you stop the Senor Buns, you rob Senor Buns. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do, bro.
Goddamn right.
Okay. Do you think
Yeah, I just
that,
called Slux. He said they didn't leave, but
they
I'll
would
call him.
be
You
able
want
to
to meet with
find
them right
the
now? I'll get him over
perpetrator
here.
if they even had the chance?
Well, does it count if
Okay,
they caught him because you knocked him out, or does that not count?
I don't think.
Oh,
he
hey.
Well, I mean, I guess that counts.
But there they are. I'll hang
Captain
up.
Slacks, you good for a meeting?
Yeah, I was gonna call the chief of staff to schedule one actually.
The chief of staff is fired. My wife is the chief of staff now.
Well, that's what I was trying to get in hold of, right?
Okay, well, that's out now.
Congratulations,
Chief of staff.
Beth.
Ooh, the best.
Congratulations on becoming.
Thank you.
I am now the deputy chief of staff as well, Slacks, just so you are aware.
You know, and look, I know some of you might be like, "Oh, this guy hired his wife to be his chief of staff. That's a voting position on the council." Allow me to educate you. Well,
No
see,
one-
Tech,
no one
and
thought
that's why you are a smart guy. That's why your name's Tech, because you get it. You are a man who knows. Where is this lovely document here?
It's like the second one from the bottom.
I just want to make a point here.
Hold on, Cornwood. Listen,
Whoa, that's
listen.
what Cornwood looks like?
Okay, listen. Okay. This is what it says when this was published on the 18th of December last year. It says the chief of staff seat will be selected and appointed by the mayor themselves. This position will carry out the mayor's goals on a day-to-day basis, acting as an evangelist for the mayor's principles. The chief of staff position exists solely to allow me another vote on the council to represent people like you. And my wife is no better person to do that. So please allow me to congratulate Siobhan Thoroughbred, everybody. Let's go.
Congratulations, Siobhan.
I mean, even if she wasn't your wife, she'd be incredibly valid.
Yeah.
Well, also, here's the thing. To be fair,
on tap, baby.
To be fair, it's like y'all did just kind of get married recently. I mean, shit, things could not work out. You know, so it's not like
a month ago.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's only
Things
been a
could
month.
not
And y'all can
work
still
out.
get divorced and shit. So I mean, hell. So my point being is like, it's not like it's some kind of bullshit. You know.
True.
I mean,
Yeah.
hell,
True.
hell, you probably knew Juno for less time than you knew.
Excuse me.
Or
about the
more
same time.
About the same time.
Unfortunately,
Wait, was Juno the chief of staff?
Juno Sweeney was the chief of staff. Unfortunately, she conducted herself in such an unprofessional manner at the last council meeting, coupled with several reports that I received that she was not acting as my evangelist. She had to be let go because she would have compromised the very vision that the Council of Eight was erected in order to represent, which was to allow people like us, people like the police department, people like the healthcare department of Los Santos, whatever, the medical group, to allow every single person the opportunity to present new ideas that will be able to be implemented in a new and radical way that has never been done before in the history of Los Santos. Speaking from me, a straight motherfucking OG who did not have this opportunity 10 years ago.
Can you go into more detail?
She was a road bump. What'd you say?
Can you go into more detail about that?
About what?
No.
Her removal?
Her removal? Well, she started the last council meeting. So first of all, let's preface this simply. I wanted every single council meeting to be recorded. And it would have been excellent for you to see how Juno Sweeney spent the beginning of the last council meeting accosting me because she needed to be coddled and directed on every single decision that she, who essentially, no offense, Beb, the job of the chief of staff is to literally represent my ideas. And yet she still needed to be spoon-fed instruction from me. And instead, she complained at the beginning of the last meeting saying, "Oh, I haven't been able to get a hold of you." Every single document that I work on is publicly visible to every single person on the council. And all she had to do was to pick up her fucking MDT to see what I had written. And she refused to do that. Instead, she wasted council minutes trying to humiliate me in front of my peers, wasting valuable time. So I made the very difficult decision, not really, to let her go. She was wasting my time, your time, and every single person here's time.
We should kill Juno.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do that.
Do not kill Juno. Stop.
I volunteer to take Juno to Sandy Shores and remove her arm.
No. My wife is a much better fit for the position. She knows how to work and operate by herself while simultaneously keeping my best interests in mind, which By virtue of the 50% vote that I received, one of the most contentious elections in Los Santos history, she has the ability to do what must be done to ensure that everyone gets a fair fucking shake in this terrible crime-ridden place.
Your wife.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
You're
Clara.
also written MDT.
I mean, does anyone actually think I'm not qualified?
Yeah, if anyone
Nope.
thinks you're not qualified, they're actually stupid because
I'ma
even
keep it a
without
buck.
being married to the mayor, you have insane ability to represent this city. You have
Holy.
you are probably.
glaze.
What do you want to fucking say to me? Zichi?
Hey,
You wanna fucking
glaze
go?
her, please.
That was
She deserves
gla-
it.
Whoa.
She's
I'm
wonderful.
fucking with
She's
you. I'm not
represented
fucking
me
with
as a
you.
lawyer.
I'm fucking with you.
I've seen
Thank
her
you.
in action. I've watched her court cases. She's fantastic.
Yeah, I do remember you being a good lawyer, to be fair. So I believe
she's
in
fucking
you.
fantastic.
No one's got a reason to
Thank
doubt
you.
you. You know.
Yeah, I gotta meet with the cops. So
One last
the-
question.
Yeah, sure.
Unfortunately.
What's her? What's
Can
her?
we
No,
please-
it's not unfortunate.
Listen,
Tell him, Zon. Tell him,
I
Zon.
am currently on my knees. Okay.
Okay, well you're not
Can
on
we
your knees
please,
yet.
Okay,
please
no, he's getting no. He's
Oh,
getting
You
there
got
it is.
that?
Okay.
All right.
get
One
rid
minute?
of
No, he's on
the
1 minute now.
adoption fraud, please?
Oh yeah.
No. Wait, Zon, is that you?
That is
Yes,
on, yes.
please.
Zon, you didn't even get charged with it.
Yeah, but he's working on it, and he's
No,
cooking
he's
something.
not. There's no way he's going to push that because he got fucking. Oh my God! Do not
really?
even get me started. Oh, listen to me,
Wait, am I in the good?
motherfucker. Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
dog.
fuck it then. Yo,
You're
fucking
good.
stack that. Yo, double the fine, man.
Shut
double
up.
that fucking
Shut up.
fine.
You're gonna
What
talk
is an
yourself into getting
adoption? What is
worse.
that? What does
That's
that
gonna be
mean?
worse for you.
Well, I almost got hit by adoption fraud.
You're an adopted.
Yeah.
You're an adult.
Don't say it like that.
That sucks. Sorry to hear that. That's my signing partner. I want a new one. That's fucking disgusting.
What the fuck?
That's fucking
At least
disgusting.
I have a fucking father. What do you have?
All right.
Why are you bringing?
Oh,
Whatever then.
shit.
Fuck you, bitch.
I should be up late, so if you guys need anything, please come by, and I would be glad to speak to you. Right now, I have a rare opportunity to speak with some individuals that I've been looking to talk to for a long time now.
Oh, good, brother. All right. Thank you for your time, man. I'll see you
Thank
around.
you.
Thank
Go on,
you.
Zon. We got
was great.
sanitation to run.
I'll shoot you a text or something.
Oh,